It's Ed, and the future is now, and the future is a new program, StreetSmart Edge by Schwab. It's a pretty cool program. I'm just familiarizing myself with it. I used the old StreetSmart before, and so it's somewhat similar, but I'm still trying to get used to how it works. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys a few things about it, and when it comes to the program, and basically, go over some of the charts that I'm tracking and what I've done with the charts. But you can see on the left side, we've got the actual trading platform. So you can buy and sell whatever you're going to do on the left hand side. And you've got your chart in the middle, or at least I put that there. And then I put my watch list on the right hand side. Also put like count details of what what we have on right now. Like this specific account has 400 shares gold long. It has AAL, American Airlines, short 200 and XOM short 100. Okay, this is how I'm hedging my position here. I'm going long with a few things and I'm going short with a few things. So I'm basically trying to balance the risk during a crazy period of time. So anyway, this is just one specific account, but I just kind of wanted to show you how this platform works. And it's all linked together, meaning anytime I switch charts, if I want to go to Tesla, if I click on Tesla over here, it'll pull up the Tesla chart, it'll pull up the Tesla trading page, all the Tesla news, and it'll pull up all the other information on it. And you can see, like I had portfolio performance. You can put a bunch of widgets on here. You can see basically we're taking pretty severe risks. I mean, 36% risk, but the rate of return is pretty massive considering. I mean, we've done about 107%. So you can see the green is where, and that's just the brokerage accounts. That's not all the account specific. But anyway, that kind of shows how that's laid up. But now let's say we want to blow up the chart on Tesla and take a look. Oh, actually, I was on the wrong page. Let's go back to Tesla here. Click on any one of the things and blow up the chart. Now you can see what's going on with the chart. Now we'll definitely scroll it out for duration wise. Let's shorten the duration. You can see what's been happening in the last couple days. It's had its normal bounce. I mean, it had its major sell off and then it's had its bounce, but which direction is it going? It doesn't really have a direction. We don't have a direction here. We have some supports and we have some resistances, but we don't really have a directional. Okay, it went steep down, then it bounced back, then it head back down a little bit. The market obviously sold off big today, but Tesla didn't take a huge hit. It got a couple upgrades as well. And anyway, so you can draw anything you want to draw on it or whatever. I'm in drawing mode right now, so I was kind of playing around with it. But anyway, I'll exit the drawing mode so we can see the cursor basically where it's at. And I think it's actually, well, you can see it's down. So it even shows extended hours here. It's down $12 in after hours, or 1.68, I think, percent. It's hard to check it there. But you can see I actually put the moving averages in blue, the 20-day and the 50-day on Tesla. And you can, hide those. Let's say you just wanted to hide the 50-day or whatever. You can bring it back, or same thing with the 20-day or whatever you want to do. So you can see it's running right in between the 50-day and the 20-day moving average. It's running kind of in this channel of, I mean, it's not really a channel. Like I said, I can't say if it's going sideways, if it's starting an uptrend, or if it's just going to kick back down. And honestly, I don't think there's any way to predict that. So we're not in Tesla currently. We sold out the 140 shares at 850. And it actually got close to about 800 today, and now it's back to 732 right now. So I'm going to kind of let this play out. Let this build an upward trend before we start adding to the position. And we'll do exactly what we did at 240. We'll probably add 20 shares at a certain low, and then add another 20 shares when it's up another 20 points or 50 points, and then add another 20 shares until we can get up to, maybe we probably should be able to get 160 or potentially 180 or 200 shares because we sold at 850. That's assuming we can buy it somewhere below 850. That means we're going to be pulling more shares of Tesla when we repurchase all of that position back again. But right now, we are loaded up in gold, okay? That's our main position right now that we've got bullish on. Today we had a pretty big day. It got tanked the other day, but I thought it got kind of oversold. So we actually bought more. I think we had like 200 or 300 shares, and then we added a couple more hundred shares in even lower. So we're pretty loaded up now. I think we have about 600 shares overall of gold. So it was a good day today, obviously, because it went up almost $5 and it's up another dollar approximately in after hours. So it looks like it could break these supports, resistance lines. Like you can see in green, basically, this is the top resistance at about 158.53, and then we've got another resistance maybe 155.50 ish, and another resistance again, basically where it's kind of hanging now. So hopefully it'll break through these and get back into that upward trend. If it doesn't, it goes back sideways, like the whole market potentially, or sideways or down. It could retest here, but anyway, this is a hedge too. Just having the gold position is a hedge for our account. You know, we have the Google long and we have gold long, and then we have 3 shorts, but not like heavy on the short, you know, just kind of backing us off. That way, we're not gaining or losing a lot in a specific day. Like today was a pretty reasonable day. I think we were down 4,000 approximately the other day. I think Monday, or maybe it was Friday. I can't remember. And then we bounced back, you know, about 3,000 or so today. So that was pretty solid. So anyway, we're kind of hovering around right now, and we're just trying to play it very cautious, very careful, and we're going to try to get back in space. Speaking of space, let's swing over to space really quick. So we're probably going to get back into space and get back into Tesla, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on with space either. Space had its bounce, but it's not really in the trends, upward trend yet still. So I'm waiting for some sort of semblance of basically trend here before we commit to anything, you know. And plus we've got a few weeks that we can kind of, you know, take a look at what's going on. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just trying to be super cautious here. So anyway, that's the plan of attack right now, and that's a couple of the stocks I'm looking at. You can see a few. I'll go over a couple of the shorts, you know. So you can see a short here. This one's already been selling off heavy anyway. So we'll probably duck out of this one and cover the short, you know, if there's any sign of progress on oil, but I'm not so sure now. There's a lot of negativity around oil right now too. So as far as American Airlines, it's not like I'm really wishing the airlines bad, but they're getting destroyed by the controvirus and the fact that nobody wants to fly. So there's not a whole lot of buying pressure here. So this is just a temporary situation, you know, when it comes to that. Now let's see, what's our other one? Actually, Uber. Shorting Uber. Why would I do that? Well, it totally cracked the 20, cracked the 50. It's on a major downward trend, but I mean, I'm not positive about this one as far as valuation. May be kind of tasty down here. You can see some buying in here. So this one may be forming an upward trend, and we may duck out of this too. I mean, if it doesn't kick back down, if it kicks back down in the next couple weeks, we'll let it ride into the mid 20s probably, and then cover there. If not, we'll probably take a small loss at maybe 34, 35. I mean, potentially if it gets around the 50-day moving average. Anyway, so that covers that. We've also been tracking a bunch of other stocks, including healthcare and whatnot. GILD, okay, Gilead is, you know, a potential company that's doing work on the controvirus vaccine potentially. So there's been a lot of boost in this already, but massive volatility. You can see this going kind of wild. The swings are super severe. I mean, it goes up and down like massively. And another one would be Trillium, which is, I think, a therapeutic. Okay, that's right. So Trillium's another one that's been on a massive tear, and it's still, I mean, it's very inexpensive per share. So this is a super speculative stock, but it's on a real positive move. I mean, it's bottomed out down here at about, I mean, it bottomed out, almost gone. This company was almost history, and now it's totally phoenixed and come out of the ashes on this one. So that's just something to keep an eye on. I'm not doing anything with that. DDD, I told you I was tracking that. That's also a 3D printing. You can see it's in a positive trend, even though it got smashed like most other stocks during the last couple of weeks. It's kind of low on the trend, but you can see it here, here, here. So it's kind of bouncing up. And if it, I mean, it's got some potential here too. So I'm keeping an eye on this one. I'm not sure if we're going to go long on this one anytime, but that's another one that we're taking a look at. Another one is SEDG, which is a solar. There's a couple solars that I'm checking out. So you can see the positive progression on this solar company, and they've been pretty strong. I mean, they were in at 36. Now they're at about 140 per share. So this company is already 200+%. I mean, this company is flying. So I'm not sure how much room, but you can see it's positive. Even with the last couple weeks, this company's done pretty well. And the other solar I'm tracking is, let's see, Vivint Solar, which is, what was the ticker again? Sorry, VSLR. And this one is kind of, you can see the, cup and handle kind of format here. Idea of some of those companies there and the new platform. I mean, I like using a platform like this, and I'm pretty convinced that you probably should, learn how to use it. Yes, there's some complexities here, but I think after a while you'll get used to it, and it won't be very difficult. So it's something that it helps you be more accurate with whatever you're doing. So I like tracking all kinds of stuff. I'm tracking Snap, Twitter, silver miners, Boeing, Lyft, Apple, NOV, which is National Oil Wells Varco. Like tracking oil all the time to see what oil's up to. Actually, let's take a quick peek. This is a company that is it used to be one of the best in breeds for oil, but it's been getting smashed for oil because we're going away from oil in general. So now it's all the way down to, what is it, $19, 1914. So it's been getting pretty hit too. You can see how bad it got hit in the last week. Went from 23, bottom now to 18. I mean, $5 a share. That's pretty severe, even if you bought in at those levels. So that's pretty brutal. But anyway, that's just another oil company. So I like tracking the commodities too: silver, oil, gold, stuff like that. So, and I'm basically making a watch list here, and I'm going to make a couple different watch lists for different sectors. So I'll definitely have a sector for energy, solar and whatnot, and I'll have a sector for tech, and I'll probably make another sector or watch list for other companies. So, we'll see. But I'm just, like I said, I'm getting used to this program myself. I just actually got off the phone with a representative because they're having trouble with it with the Mac. So, but now it's working perfect. So super quick, and it's it updates it constantly. Granted, the market's closed now because it's after 8. But so actually, let's take a quick peek at what Tesla closed at on after hours, about $13 down. But it was at about 25, so it actually came back a little bit. So that's a good sign potentially for Tesla tomorrow. And my main concern is gold. So, and it's not, for some reason it kind of blanks it out at the end of the day, but I think it's ending up, let's see, what the ask is 54.88. So yeah, and it was at 153.69. So it's up like 90 cents. It's still about $1 up starting, pre-market. So I'll definitely check out this platform in pre-market, and you can actually order pre-market. So you can see on the left side, you can order, let's see, I can already order pre-market, but it's only limit orders pre-market, and then you can do, well, aftermarket's over, but it was allowing me to do aftermarket. So I'm not sure if there's additional pricing or fees on this. I'm actually going to call them up and potentially talk to them again because I need to find out what are the fees, if any, for pre-market or after-market trading, if there's certain limits for how it actually works. For me specifically, because I'm not an institutional investor, so I'm going to have to find all that out. But anyway, wanted to give you the heads up on that new program, and basically I want to get your guys' comments for, give me like 10 different, well, not per person, but give me like a bunch of different companies that you guys love. Give me your top company that you want me to track, want me to chart, and I will make a watch list just for the subscribers. So subscribe to the site and to our channel, and throw me your go-to stock that you want me to track. I mean, if you already have a stock like Tesla that you're tracking, give me a different one. Give me another one that you're interested in, and we can keep an eye on it, maybe track it every week or so, and that way you guys can, get my impression of the chart and the technicals. Like I said before, I never tell people to buy or sell anything. I'm just trying to give as much data as I can so that people can make good, positive judgments on things. And you can see that, this isn't necessarily a continuation of the bull market, but it might not be more than just a correction either. So I'm still thinking we're kind of going into a bear market over the next 3 to 6 months. I could be wrong, but this is what I've seen before in something like this, especially when it's an external force that's not really related to the market that's causing the market pain. So anyway, thanks a lot for showing up today, and put down any comments or any concerns you have, questions, whatever, and I'll get back to you. All right, great talking to you guys. Take care.